Remember the insula, that part of the brain that is processing not just the sensations you're experiencing in the body, but the meaning that they have for you and the sense of your body that you feel, which is related to your overall sense of self, right? So just a little bit more about this. Dr. Chris Streeter has done some of my favorite research on yoga. Her research has been done primarily on GABA, which is the major inhibitory neurotransmitter in the brain. And for our intents and purposes, that inhibitory neurotransmitter helps to inhibit fear-based pathways. Now, although she hasn't done a study in order to verify this, she came up with Patricia Gerbarg an incredible hypothesis in 2012, which research over the last 10 years continues to support more and more, which is not only does yoga practice increase GABA levels, which she has definitively demonstrated in her studies, but the practice of yoga over time, increasing levels of GABA, actually allows certain structures of the brain to shift their form. Notably, she talks about this potential within the insula. So what would happen in one yoga practice might be that lots of GABA would flood the brain, including the insula, and because of the inhibition there, we may no longer hold steadfast to a former perception of our body and momentarily have a more expansive vision. But if we keep doing that, right, increased neurotransmission is well known to shift circuitry within the brain. What can actually happen is an enduring shift in self-perception. Yogis report this. Psychologists and psychiatrists that use yoga with their mental health populations often also report, I'm surprised. After all of these years of doing talking therapy, somebody's doing yoga and they have a different sense of their body, often one that's very positive. Likewise, when people practice yoga, they report the same. I feel myself different. I respect my body more. I'm interested in sensation. So it's very likely to be the case that the increased level of GABA that arises as a result of practicing yoga, and you can look at Chris Streeter's medical hypothesis paper in 2012 for a lot more information, but that actually leads to all kinds of shifts in perception that we know happens to long-term yoga practitioners. Okay, thank you.